So what I was saying is I don't know if you guys could hear me, but I was traveling the Nether, and we ended up coming across somebody who was on the other side, and everyone's just stops. You know, when you meet another person, you know, there is no help here. You know, the people who ask for food, they ask for, you know, in your normal vanilla Minecraft, when they get on, they're like, oh, I need tools, I need food, you know, will somebody sleep? Nothing like that here. Nobody there is there to help you. Nobody is obligated to help you. You know, if somebody does help you, it's this huge thing. But nobody needs to help you there, and so they're more likely to kill you than to help you. So we just kind of stand there, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, we get the crouch, and we kind of walk by each other. I mean, it was like two enemy armies like marching by each other, and it was only 3 people. We get at a distance, and you know, my friend here, he's constantly looking around to see if we're being followed or not, you know, and you know, it kind of seemed like the only reason why a fight did not break out is that there was 2 of us. We were, hey Ripped, there was 2 of us. We were both in diamond armor and stuff. We were both in. We both had our a totem and a gapple in the hands. Now that's like what you normally carry. You kind of carry a totem in your left hand and a gapple in your right hand. That you are very much prepared to fight with that. And because he saw that, he kind of didn't want any trouble. You know, he thought maybe he couldn't gauge how well I was, and you know, or whether or not we would put up a fight. And so we kind of just crossed paths. But I mean, it was like nervous. It was like it was like 10 seconds long, I'll be honest, but it felt like 5 minutes. It felt like we were just there forever. You know, and he kept turning around. You know, my friend just kept turning around, seeing whether or not we were being followed. It was a very interesting sight to see. Took us about an hour to get to where we were going. He brought me to one of his bases, a base I can't really talk about, a base that I can't upload pictures of. Here's why. There's an exploit that people are using on 2B2T right now, that if you send a picture of the base, they can take the surrounding area, like if they see the blocks, the surrounding blocks, the natural terrain, and they will search the seed for that specific orientation of natural terrain, and once they do that, they have your coordinates. That's it. You're gone. Even at bedrock level, if you show a picture of bedrock level, they can match up the different pieces of the bedrock, and they'll put it together and search for it. There is some dedication on 2B2T to find and destroy bases. I was warned not to go near the bedrock comet, they call them. It's a big ball with kind of like a tail that's just fully made out of bedrock. Back when there was I think a back door is how everyone got bedrock initially, and the comet still exists. But I was told not to go near it because there was one of the chunks near it was overloaded, and if you went to it, you would actually get kicked, and they call it chunk banning. So if you went close to it, you would actually get chunk banned, and you had to wait until Housemaster, the only admin on the server, would stop the chunk ban so that you could log back on. And so it was interesting. So I was warned of a few things. I was warned to never, like when I live stream, you know, where I am, I was told never to log out where I end the live stream. I'm supposed to, you know, like I got these tips: end the live stream, and then fly a few hundred blocks, maybe 1,000 blocks, and then log off there. And now I can see the reason for it. Anyway, took me to the base, showed me around, gave me a tour. He was great. He speaks French. He says he doesn't speak English very well. I'll tell you, he speaks English fantastic. He speaks English better than half of us. You know, I don't think he realizes that even English speakers don't really speak good English. So he speaks fantastic English. You know, he may have trouble understanding me because I talk a lot faster. I think that's why I talk a lot faster. But no, I totally understand him. Anyway, I end up leaving. You know, I did record all of it, but I can't share most of it. I might piece together some few pieces to show, but obviously we can't just, you know, I can't just upload everything. It's going to be, every frame has got to be checked. Everything's got to be pieced through before I can even upload this, because, you know, one of the things I don't want to do is I don't want to get a bad name. You know, if a secret is told to me, I mean, you guys know, I'm a United States Marine. One of the things that's important to me is trust. You know, you break that trust, I mean, you might as well, you might as well not even play anymore. Trust. I've always said this. You guys know, I've always said this on my on my streams, and even anyone who plays in the private server is trust is more important than diamonds. We all know that. Everyone knows that. Trust is more important than diamonds. It's more important than anything else in the game is trust. You know, and I will not do anything that comes close to breaking that trust. It's very important to me. So before I do have some things to share, even though we're kind of in the void here. I was going to go into 2B2T and show you, but in fact I'm in a bit of a queue at the moment. We're actually, so I'll be in a queue this whole time, so we're not going to show. I can probably show you the queue. No, I won't show you the queue, but I do have some things to share. So let me I'll do some sharing here on things that were that he has found, or I was allowed to share. I asked very specifically whether or not I could share them. I got some rules on what to share and what not to share. I mean, most of it's pretty self-obvious once you get the knowledge of what can and can't be done. You know, that's probably the hardest thing, in my opinion, is that knowledge of what is the capability out there, because you don't know what you don't know. So you ask a lot of questions, right? That's what I do. I ask a lot of questions, and so what I did was I cut up everything that I could, and I re-asked permission on whether or not I can share them. They said yes. My friend said yes. So I am going to share these images with you. Let's see. I'm going to have to put them up here in... no, not that. We need 1 second. All right. Okay. Yes. We bring up the display capture. Do a final check here, and okay. So here we go. These are some pictures I was allowed to share, and so I'll show them all to you. The first one we got is these were, you know, I was invited to a Discord server, and these were the rules that was given to me on the Discord server, and obviously, you know, it overflows into 2B2T. We'll go over them really quick. 1, having another portal inside the base is forbidden. Obvious reasons. You know, you make another portal into the base, it might be the closest one, and someone will make another portal by accident up there, and it'll link to the one inside the base. You can't do that. I knew that was a no-no. Don't give anybody coordinates. Again, super obvious. I mean, I do that before even joining 2B2T. Don't show bedrock. Now that's something I did learn. I did not know you could take and put the pieces together of the bedrock and get the get the actual chords, right? Remember, it's just a stupid block game. Don't be autistic. I mean, at the end of the day, it's one of those things, you know, when you make a build, it's not going to last forever. You got to know it's not going to last forever, you know. It's almost one of those tests of time to see if you can get something to last a certain amount of time before it will eventually be destroyed. But that's fine, because that's the normal nature of things too. I mean, even in a normal game, it's like that. It's, you know, it's not going to last forever. You know, our private server seasons, would they last what, 8 months maybe max? So no biggie. Don't even try to betray. I mean, that one's kind of obvious. I mean, yeah, I've heard of people playing that game. You know, I've been watching a couple of YouTubers, and that does seem to be a game that people play. It's almost like a betrayal game. But the moment, you know, you get unveiled as a double agent, I mean, your game's pretty much dead. That's why bother, you know? Be mature. You know, it's interesting. Be mature. I asked him, my friend, why he didn't kill me immediately. You know, why didn't he kill me? I wasn't wearing any armor. I was running around, you know, naked, and I, you know, he said he said that he was watching the stream, and he saw that I was old. So boomers for the win. Boomers for the win. Being old. Number 8, no spam. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. And number 9, go back and read 1 through 8 again. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. All right. So these two builds, I'm going to show you these two builds, and I was allowed to show the terrain in this one specifically because these aren't his builds. These are the ones that he found along the way. So they've kind of been picked clean, or I don't know what's happened to them. I didn't even ask. I believe, you know, it's kind of like up to the person on whether or not you save it or destroy it. Most people will go in and try to pick it clean, but a lot of people will actually go with stacks and stacks of TNT and just destroy everything. Here's a beautiful little clock tower. Looks like a grandfather clock. It looks like there's a little circle down here, you know, so that it's actually a pendulum down here. Looks like we're set to either 3 p.m. or 3 a.m., which is a very normal time to set a clock. I don't know why, but most of the time when you see clocks, they are set to 3 p.m. It's very weird. I think even in a lot of the Back to the Future clocks, they were set to that time. But a cool little build. Look at they looks like they terraformed just a little lower half of this. You know, very beautiful build. I wonder what happened to it. The other thing I saw was this right here. So there's my friend right there, and this is a tracer. So I think it's tracing all the chests, spawners, mobs, stuff like that. I don't even know what this is made out of. I think it's lava. Is that? No, that's not lava, because they would be coming straight down. That's got to be blocks. But I mean, how cool looking is that? That's interesting. It's just an interesting way of building it. But it kind of reminds me of what Spawn looks like. You know, that would be interesting to see. That I may go take a trip if it's still there in, you know, the next couple days. Take a trip just to gaze on it and take a look at it. And the last thing is, I guess while he was doing his hunting, looks like I think he found a bit of dupe loot. This is what you kind of go out and look for. You know, instead of getting your own materials, you go out and find dupe loot. As far as I know, duping on 2B2T is now extremely hard to do, if even at all possible. So finding dupe loot is probably going to become rarer and rarer as time goes by. So that's where we're at. Currently, I am. I'm still at the base that he brought me at. I'm a few hundred blocks away. I was given permission to actually start building. I was given some blocks to actually, add to the base. Why not? I did notice to be honest, what I did notice is that they had a few farms there, but they were very redstone light, and I think that is something that I can bring to the table, because believe it or not, when it came to 1.12, I was actually really good. I was almost like the villager king on 112. I knew all the secrets for iron farms, farming carrots and potatoes. I now know a fantastic trick to farm wheat, which is another great one. I mean, hay bales forever, right? I mean, so I'm going to. We're gonna look on that. I missed a bunch of your chats. No, I didn't. You guys didn't say anything. But anyway, this was just a bit of a quick update, to let you guys know. As I get a little more used to what I can share, you'll probably start seeing me go back into game. But I definitely wanted to give you guys an update. Now, what's interesting, what I also didn't tell you is. One of the things in 2B2T that one of the hack clients are good at is they have the ability to get the coordinates of somebody who logs out. That's within their thing. And so when I logged out from the stream, I waited a little bit and I was like, all right, you know what? Let me get off the stream. I'll log back on and I'll continue to get trees and apples and just try to survive, because surviving by myself was a goal. Why not? And I was like, let me log out. I'll log back in about 30 minutes, and we'll be good to go. And I'll kind of be left alone. No one will know I was there. He's probably moved on, right? And I log back in. He's immediately there. I'm surrounded by obsidian. There is a crystal sitting above my head, and there is this huge lava step pillar thing coming down, right? I logged into a virtual hellscape. Within 30 minutes, he turned that entire tree area into a bit of a hellscape, and it was incredibly funny. He was standing right there when I logged back in, like he was waiting for me. I could not believe that. That was amazing. That was my big eye opener. That was a huge eye opener, So so anyway, thank you guys. I'll give updates from here on out. I'll give some information on how I go in 2B2T. I do want to build some great things, some great structures. I'm still at the beginning. I still have a lot of learning to do. This is survival, but it's survival with a twist. Creepers and zombies are not what's going to get you. It's the other players, and the other players are relentless, and they are searching for you, and they are looking for you, and it is an extremely dangerous place. So I look forward to learning some of the tricks and tactics. I look forward to the getting things together, maybe even finding a build and grabbing some dupe loot, because I have a feeling, I'm going to need that. That is going to be one of the things I'm going to need. So at one point, I may have to do a trek. I do. While fireworks aren't needed as much, they are needed. Especially at least for my client, every once in a while they are needed, and I am a little limited on fireworks at the moment. So I do need to go to a section and build a bit of a creeper farm. Let me see. We need a creeper farm, probably a slime block, machine powered sugarcane farm, because these are farms that I could be logged on for like 30 minutes and get a ton versus, you know, having to overnight AFK. We need kind of compact farms with big outputs. I know a creeper farm will do that, and I know a sugarcane farm with a flying machine going back and forth will do that too. And that is one thing I do see that is lacking in 2B2T. There's some people that are doing it, but a lot of people are PvP heavy. And I think if I'm going to shine, it won't be by being PvP heavy. I think, especially right now, my value is kind of like behind that curtain, you know, until I at least get better and can navigate, kind of being behind the curtain and providing some of these things. We also need to go old-fashioned iron farm. You know, it's 1.12.2 doors, you know, and villagers. So I could build those in my sleep. Those are fantastic, you know. I may have to kind of somehow disguise an iron farm, which shouldn't be that hard. I believe I'm in an area that can be disguised a bit, so we should be good. But anyway, sorry for the audio at the beginning of this video. You know, I got mentioned that there was no sound, so thank you very much for mentioning that. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. You guys have a fantastic. And comment below, all you old people, where does this come from? Where does this background come from? Do you guys know this background? Do you know where I am right now? It's a very famous background. Leave a comment. Tell me where you think this background comes from. Anyway, if you wanna continue on this, like, I mean, I feel like a reporter in the trenches. You know, that's what I feel like, because I'm there. There's things like, you know, I want to go, this is where we were, and this is where we went, and we had to go all the way, but I can't really do that. I can't really say those things, you know. It's been a long time since I've had to keep secrets like that, and it's awesome. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. It's awesome. I look forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know, throw that notifications thing, because if you guys know me, I do at the moment. I just kind of pop on and go live. There's no, you know, usually I only get like a 10-20 minute notice that I'm about to go live, and it's usually when I have something to say. I should set a schedule. We should be doing that. But you know, if you guys want to talk, I'm in the, you know, our Discord. You know, in our private server Discord, and you know, feel free to message me, guys, on Discord if you know my Discord. And you know, if you have any questions, you know, let me know. I'll tell you what I know, and I tell you what I can say, because, you know, I trust you guys. Most of you guys I do trust, you know, but that's not just that's not it. I put my word out there that there were things that I wouldn't say. So even though I trust most of you guys 100%, I did give my word. So please understand that you know, me not telling you isn't because I don't trust you. It's just that I gave my word I wouldn't say anything. So, but thank you again. You guys have a fantastic day. All right, bye.